guys, me again. So it is Monday today and I've had an Uber Eats order, but I've just got mainly the same thing: fresh fruit and fresh veg. This week I thought I'd show you a little bit what I do with it. And you guys know in my last house I always used to do meal prep. I used to have ready meals. I used to do a lot of ready meals, do a big batch cook and get them in the chest freezer. Haven't got the chest freezer in this house. The garage is still leaking, the landlord don't fix it. The conservatory, there's no room, but it's too hot in there for the freezer anyway. So I've just got the fridge freezer, not my chest freezer. Sorry, busy day, really tired now. Yeah, so the freezer at the moment is pretty low, and my son's asked me a few times, he's like, have you got any of those ready meals? Because you can just come, grab it, stick it in the microwave, reheat it, done. And I thought, right, that's it, no more excuses. I am gonna do a bit of batch cooking. Oh gosh, I don't know. My next day off I think is in 11 days, something like that. I haven't got many days off at the moment, but today was pretty quiet. And I was home this afternoon. I didn't film as I was doing it. My dad was backwards and forwards, but I don't know if you can hear the noise. I was hoping they were going to be finished by 5 o'clock, but they haven't. Next door having some work done, the builders are there, and it's very noisy. I'm not moaning about the noise or anything like that, it's just that I can't film when they're doing it, so they're quieter now, but they're still going. Yeah, so I've done a load of batch cooking. Yeah, so Uber Eats got loads of grapes and I put some in bags and I'm going to freeze them. Love frozen grapes. They also had lemon and limes on special offer today. These were like 15p for the limes and 30p for the lemons. So I've sliced them up. They are going in the freezer. They're really nice in water or drinks, any kind of drinks. I got a cauliflower. Look at the state of that. I don't know where they found it. But anyway, I'm trying to get a refund for it. And I will get a refund for it. Oh, let me show you. I have been drying some herbs. This is oregano. I had an oregano plant outside. I don't know if it's going to survive, but I've anyway been saving the oregano and drying it. I thought I'd do something different with the cucumbers today, and I've made a quick cucumber pickle. I just used the pickling vinegar out of a jar of pickles and add some sugar to it, and that will just be perfect later on. Let me show you what I've made. Okay, so I've done a pear and parsnip soup. Over here I've done like a keema rice, and in here I've done like a Chinese hoisin mince. So really simple. What I did is I fried a whole block of mincemeat and then I added ginger and garlic paste to it, and then I split it. So I've turned half of it into this hoisin mince. I bought this from Lidl the other week, and I've added some carrot into there. I cut the carrots like matchsticks, and I'll serve that with rice and some salad. And then this keema rice, I added some mixed spice, ginger, garlic, cinnamon. I bought this a jar of korma sauce, and I will serve this with the rice. And on top it comes with like a powder, like a little mixed spices, and I added this to the mincemeat as well. With the hoisin mince as well, I also added some soy sauce, and this is the garlic and ginger paste I use. I've made some noodles, just added these to boiling water and just left them for a bit. And I've also made some crispy fried chicken. Basically that's chicken thighs, and I de-skinned and deboned them, and I coated them in corn flour and fried them in the oil that I drained from the mince, and I took a photo of that oil, got all that oil from the mincemeat because it's 25% mince, and then I reused it to do that. Oh, I've got some peppers in there as well, I'll add them to the noodles as well. As you know, pear and parsnip soup, 500 grams of parsnip, 500 grams of pears, 1 stock cube and a litre of water. Done. So here is tonight's dinner. We decided, it was my son's idea, to have a little bit of everything. So I've got the keema rice, noodles, crispy chicken. The crispy chicken, I deboned and de-skinned the chicken thighs, and I used 3 chicken thighs and just cut them into strips, dunked them in corn flour and fried them in the oil. Like I said, that was left over from the mincemeat. I've got some little pickled cucumber. Really good. I decided to take the middle out so it didn't go too squishy. Right then, so this is the hoisin mince with carrot. Oh wow, yeah. I think I've got a bit of a Chinese and Indian theme going on today. That's really nice. The keema rice, and I use some of that mixed spice in it, and you can really taste the cloves in it. It's lovely. And then we've got some noodles with crispy chicken. Get some chicken. Oh yeah, that's good. Really good, guys, really good. I think maybe I was craving some takeaway or something, because that seems to be the theme of it. Yeah, takeaway. Chinese and Indian. Lovely. Right, I'm going to go and sit down and enjoy this now. So thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and I will see you soon. Bye. Hi guys, me again. So I've just got back from the allotment. Ta-da! Look at that, my first squash. Yay! Amazing. So I thought my neighbours were having their attic done, which they are, but they're having a bit of an extension going up there. So I'm just finding the most random stuff in the garden ever. Anyway, I came out here to get the washing in. It's been really windy here all day, so still a few gusts, so sorry if that's bad, but yeah, came outside to get the towels. Sorry, I'm so excited, and some of my flowers have come out, so I want to show you. Oh, they're gorgeous. So in this bed here, that is my bee trap, because there's a slug or a snail that keeps on eating my sunflowers. So in this bed here, I chucked a load of seed in, and I've planted some stuff. So I chucked some sweet peas in here, and one has grown. Seeds, sweet pea seeds, one has grown. And then my ranunculus has finished, so I've put some zinnias, sunflowers and geraniums, I think they are. Zinnias in there. I put some sunflowers at the back there. I need to stake them. But yeah, there's loads of stuff growing. So I've got cornflower there coming, and another zinnia, got calendula, and these are a poppy. And look how gorgeous that is. Do you know what? When poppies come out, it gets windy. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? This is gypsophilia. Now, it's not the gypsophilia that you get in the shops. I can't remember what it's called, but it must have been in the mixed seed that I chucked in, because it's grown. My calendula, look at them lemon ones. I can't remember if this is Orlia grandiflora or Amimagus. I can't remember. Oh, I've got some amaranth down there. I've got some Are they violets? Not sure. And I've got some in here. And then I think that's petunia. And another petunia. Look how gorgeous that is. And then I planted some African marigolds. One is called key lime, and I think the other one is just a yellow one, but this looks like the key lime one. How beautiful is that? Kilimanjaro, that's the other one. Got some dahlias growing. Some more zinnias. Oh, look at those bugs. The aphids this year, guys, are absolutely horrendous. Awful. And I don't know. Ants. But I don't know if it's the aphids or dodgy compost. Because some of my plants are going like this. I don't know. Oh, some more of the workman's stuff there. Yay. I planted a peony there, so that'll come up next year hopefully. I've got my tomatoes against the wall. And I did find my first baby tomato the other day growing. I don't want to be too rough, just in case it comes off. There we go. Little tomatoes coming. I've planted some marigolds down here as well. I thought I planted all French marigolds in here, but I think I've planted an African marigold. These are the strawberry blonde ones. Everything's just covered in wood and sawdust and rubbish. Yeah, so these are the strawberry blonde ones. Look at the colours on them. Can you understand now why I just love growing them? Gorgeous. And they change colour as they grow. That's just a yellow one. Yay! Oh, I was super late with loads of stuff this year. Well, not super late. Normal really, because we've had such cold springs. I've just started things a bit later and then it got really hot, so nothing was germinating because it was too hot. So yeah, I feel like I'm really late this year, and I just thought nothing's gonna grow and I'm gonna miss the season. And you know, we're at the end of June and things are coming, and this is exactly where the garden is going to be. Guys, I've just seen some roses. Oh, let's go and have a look. So I hacked all this bamboo down. The lily there is nearly finished. And then I've got some roses here. I thought they were pink. The palest pink ever. Wow. Gorgeous. Got some coming up there. Look. Oh. And then look, I've got a passion fruit flower as well. Or a passion fruit plant. I don't think there's any fruit going to come on it, but aren't the flowers just out of this world? They look a bit like aliens, don't they? Oh my gosh. Yay! Oh, sorry guys. There we go. Back again. Yeah, so it's gone really cold tonight, which is good because it's been too hot at night. I am going to go in now and make myself a cup of tea and sort my washing out. Right then guys, take care and I will see you soon. Bye! Hi guys, me again. So all that stuff you've just seen is outside in my garden. So next door having some work done. And I know people have work done all the time and people have to work, but they never had the decency to come over and say, listen, we're going to have some work done. Really sorry, it's going to go on for so long, you know. So I just knew what was going on. So they're having their attic room done, and so we've got roofs like that with annex windows, you know, the flippy windows as I call them, and they're having this building bought out, the roof bought out, and a big window. I'm hoping they don't put side windows on it because then they can see right into my attic room. I'm hoping the window is just on the front. It's completely blocked my my view from upstairs now. There's slates and everything loose because when the scaffolding done, they put the scaffolding up on our side of the house. They didn't even ask permission if they could do that. I don't know if they got in contact with the landlord, but they didn't ask us. There's tiles missing, there's like slates now that are loose, I can hear them, and I've noticed some slates have come down off the roof into the gutter. They've pushed up the gutter, it's an old gutter anyway, they pushed up the gutter and now the gutter is leaking onto the conservatory and that's really noisy. But the main thing is, because they're having this the attic room done, what are they doing instead of, because they've got all the scaffolding and then this long step going all the way up, instead of like bringing it all down, they're chucking it from the top. So half the stuff is not even reaching the floor because it's going in our garden. So first of all, we had insulation, you know, that horrible scratchy insulation that just covered our garden completely. It's gone all over my flowers, it's gone into the soil, and I'm growing tomatoes in that soil, and I'm just really cross. And so we can't sit in the garden when they're there because of all this debris that's flying down. There's loads of sawdust today, screws, big bits of wood with nails sticking out of them, and this is all falling where we sit. So I'm just thinking, if I actually went out there and sat, they couldn't do any work, could they? I'm just really cross with them, and yeah, I'm just having a bit of a moan, and the noise continuously. Some days they start at 6:30 in the morning. I feel awful for the other side because they've got a baby and a toddler, and I saw the lady today and I was leaving for work. No, sorry, my son was going to school at 8 o'clock and she was taking the kids for a walk and she's like, I've got to get out. It's shaking the house and the kids were screaming. They must be doing something to the chimney, and then we've got a mantelpiece around our chimney place or fireplace, and all my dad's like ornaments are rattling. The whole house is shaking. I don't know what they're doing, and like I said, I know these things have to be done, and I'm not going to go over there and moan. I'm just having a moan to you guys instead. Yeah, so that's what's been going on. So I haven't been able to do any filming in the house because of the banging is so loud. It's evening now. I'm a nervous wreck because I keep on thinking when I hear a bang that it's my dad's fallen, so I'm up and down continuously. I can't work in the attic where my computer is. Not a chance. And of course, they're looking right through the window at me as well while I'm up there, so I don't like doing that. I have got some rubbish blind things on the window. Maybe I should put up a blind. Can't have the windows open up there and it's so hot. Oh, I'm having a good whinge, aren't I? Ugh. So loads of stuff been going on again, guys. As always, what else can go wrong? Oh. So my dad fell again. He went outside to put the food bag in the food bin, and you go down the path and I've made a lovely flat bit where the bins go, but he got it in his head to go walk straight across, and there's like loads of chip-ins and he fell. If he'd have gone down the path where it's all flat And he's like, oh, I don't understand why I didn't fall. And what he's doing now, he's shuffling. He's not picking his feet up. So of course, off he went. So then he was okay, but it like, his memory goes then. So for the last 5 days, today has been a little bit better, but he just can't remember anything. He's continuously asking questions. As soon as I get from work, he's pouncing on me. I have asked my brother now for a little bit more help, or some help. Like a lot of you know, don't you, how much hard work it is. Yes, and my dad fell. And then my son has got a captain's bed, I call it a cabin's bed, where his bed's on top and his desk and wardrobe are underneath. Anyway, he's got his like computer and stuff on the desk underneath, and he was tidying up, and I think he misjudged it, and he lifted his head up too soon and hit his head on his bed, and it was a tiny little cut, but he was in pain with it, and I was watching him, giving him paracetamol. Anyway, he went to bed, he went to sleep, and the next morning he woke up and both his eyes were swollen. Didn't get black eyes or anything like that, and he hit the back of his head, but both his eyes. So I got my dad unable to walk because he fell pretty hard on his knees, and then I got my son as well with his eyes out here and suspected concussion. Oh gosh, and what hadn't helped my dad is a few days before as well, my auntie died. Not the one from Manchester, one from North Wales. And when my mum died, she took over. You know, we were very close. She'd come down to Cardiff, but my dad was very close to her. He'd only been talking to her like 2 days before. So I think that threw my dad a little bit as well. So like you said, he was just, oh dear. So that's what's been happening at my end. Oh, very sad time at the moment. So we will be going up to North Wales for a couple of days. And at least when I get up there, I will have some help with my dad. But I've still got to get him ready this end. And it's kind of like having a small child again. So I have to kind of think of everything and plan everything, and now he's got other needs as well, so they need to be thought about and planned for. So I'm still going to try and do the one video a week. Last week's video was a bit late going out, but that's what had happened last week. We'd lost my auntie, my dad fell, and then my son got concussion. Oh. And it is Monday. No, it's not. It's Tuesday today, and touch wood, no disasters apart from my garden this week. And I think that's why I'm quite cross about the garden, and the noise, because I've just got so much going on at the moment. I can't think, especially with all that noise going on. Yeah, but did a load of batch cooking yesterday. That's really helped me today because my son came home from school saying he was hungry, so bing, ready. Yeah, it was quite easy to sort my son and my dad out today because I'd done all that cooking yesterday. Sorry about the riddles that I do on my community posts. But you guys understand, with everything that's been going on, I just completely forgot. Anyway, I've done some now and I've realised that I can do them on a schedule. I didn't realise that I know I can do like videos on a schedule, but I didn't know that I could do these posts. So I've done some now for a few days. So if I don't give you the answers straight away, guys, you know I'm busy. But I will catch up with the answers when I can. But at least you guys will have a little riddle to do every night. When I was looking for them, it said some of these riddles were for children and they were easy. I'm like, wow. No, gosh, they must be the world's cleverest children. Must be. Right then guys, I'm going to go now. I need to edit this video tonight because there's just no chance of me doing it tomorrow in the daytime now. It's just, you know, in between work and stuff like that, while I'm waiting for my son to come home, it's just so ideal to come from work and get that little bit of time to edit. But I'll have to do it this evening, and it's raining now, so I was hoping to go to the allotment, but I'll do some editing instead. Right then guys, thanks for watching, take care, and I will see you soon. Bye.